At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere. Plus unlimited calling. And our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit lhtcbroadband.com.
You're listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings on 97.3 Light FM and 1480 WCNS, sponsored by Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine at Seton Hill and Laurel Highlands Meadery, located in downtown Irwin, open Thursdays and Fridays 5 to 8 p.m. and Saturdays 12 to 7 p.m. Good morning, I'm Louise and I'm your host of Laurel Highlands Happenings. I'm here the first Saturday of every month to share with you all the latest happenings in the Laurel Highlands. Welcome to February's show. I hope the weather has been kind to you all so far and you've had the opportunity to attend some winter events like the ice festivals, some arts centre exhibits and see what winter brews the craft breweries are offering at the moment. There's always an abundance of events and ideas of places to visit and things to do on our website. So do click onto laurelhighlands.org and check out the possibilities. So this month, I thought we would focus on Donegal. It's the gateway to the resorts, winter getaways and winter sports, and there really are quite a few merchants along this corridor that deserve a shout out. Just a few off the top of my head. Who doesn't enjoy browsing the old general store, grabbing some treats from the country pie shop next door, and also popping into Green Dance Winery, the satellite shop, to grab a bottle of wine. So all our guests today are located in Donegal. We welcome Beth Leeper from Leeper Meats, Evan Fry from Silver Horse Coffee, and Heidi Ebley from the Green Shelf Boutique. So let's jump right in and welcome Beth from Leeper Meats. Good morning, Beth. Thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having us and allowing us the opportunity to share our beef business with your listeners.
So I'm really pleased that you've come on the show because I think what you're doing is really great. But for the listeners, can you tell them what Leeper Meats is all about? How did you get started, that kind of thing?
Sure. Well, there were actually a few reasons that my husband Brian and I decided to open Leeper Meats. But the biggest one is that over the many years since I met my husband, I've known what a blessing it is to have been able to have access to meat that was grown on the family farm, whether it was at his parents' table or now serving our own family. And we feel that knowing where your food comes from is also a growing desire for other families as well. Some families will purchase a whole half or quarter of beef to fill their freezers, but we were also aware that sometimes people don't have the space, the budget, or the need for a lot of beef at one time. In September 2017, it was clear to us that we needed another option that would allow people to get individual cuts of beef that they can be sure was raised locally, fed well, without added hormones or antibiotics. Within about a week after Brian and I began discussing the possibility of a small storefront, things began happening that I can only explain as signs from God, signs that this was the plan that he had in store for us. So about 2 months later, after renovating a small room in the former sawmill on the family farm, getting all of our licensing in place, and finding a USDA-approved processing facility that was also run by another wonderful local family, we opened on Small Business Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving in 2017. We had a huge support system from our friends and family who began sharing the news about our little beef business, and that word has spread over the past year, and we now service our local community and others who travel to the Laurel Highlands for recreational activities like camping and skiing.
Wow, this is really cool. I love this whole concept. This is really good. So,
thank you.
So where is your shop located?
We are located in Donegal Township. The address is actually Acme, and many people that I have come in contact with are familiar with another market in Acme, formerly known as Leeper's Market, which was located next to Brady's Restaurant. And people seem to fondly remember this little market as a place they stopped at when traveling through the Laurel Highlands, and mostly because they also offer delicious meats as well. While we're not a full retail store, we carry locally raised beef all year long. It's important important to note that we are not a custom processing facility. We raise our own beef, source other locally raised livestock, and we sell the meat and packaged in vacuum-sealed packages.
Okay.
About every 2 to 3 weeks, we will have fresh cuts available, and the rest of the time, we stock fresh frozen beef and pork. Our most popular cuts are our 1.5-inch Delmonico's, our New York strip steaks, chip steak, tri-tip roast, prime rib roast, filet mignon, Denver steaks, and probably one of the products that we get the most compliments on is our ground beef and our beef patties. We also carry other local products as well, such as pork, whole chickens, ham loaf, milk, eggs, butter, honey, maple and hickory syrup, and some crabs. At Thanksgiving, we offered locally raised turkeys as well, and we currently have lamb, although these two are seasonal items for us.
Gosh, you do offer a lot. Because my next question was, do you offer, the other products like, eggs? And I was just thinking, honey and maple syrup as well. I mean, and do you do that, or is that from other local vendors?
It's other local vendors.
Okay.
We try to keep everything that we offer local so that we can support our local farming community.
That is really cool. And what I also read on your website is that for folks that are coming here as visitors and for vacations, in vacation rentals or they're camping, you deliver, don't you? The meat?
Yes, we do offer a local delivery service because we are only open 2 days a week through the winter and 3 days a week through the summer. We also offer appointments, so if you can't get to us, we can find a way to get to you.
That is really cool, because as somebody who's, really wants to keep to a special diet from what they used to at home, and they prefer this kind of meat products than what you get in like a mainstream supermarket. And if they're on vacation, they know about you, they can get it delivered to their campground.
Yes, it's really exciting to meet a lot of people from so many different locations, because a lot of people do visit the Laurel Highlands for other activities.
This is great. So what are your shop hours? Because I bet everyone that's listening is like, oh, we've got to go and visit now because we'd love to try their meat, because it just sounds great.
Through the winter, we are open on Wednesday evenings and Saturdays, and our hours are also listed on our Facebook page. And through the summer, we also open on Fridays.
Okay. So you have a Facebook page, and what is that called?
It is Leeper Meats, LLC.
Okay. And that is the only social media platform you're on, right? You don't
Currently, yes.
Yeah. And you don't have a website?
No, we just have our website available through the Laurel Highlands website.
Okay, so you're on laurelhighlands.org under shopping. Things to do shopping, and then your Facebook page. So do you have a telephone number that people can give you a call and if they've got any questions?
Yes, it's also listed on our Facebook page. It's 724-454-0873.
Okay. Do you have any other things you'd like to say before we finish?
Yeah, I would, actually. A lot of times people aren't familiar with the exact product that we offer and why it's better than what you might purchase in the supermarket. And it's not that it's better, but I just want to point out two main differences. First of all, if you're buying from us, you can be sure that you're buying locally. If you place value on knowing where your food is coming from, find a local farmer and support them. It doesn't have to be us, although we'd be delighted to be your farmer of choice, but we all need to support our local farmers. And my father-in-law has been in farming over 50 years. 30 of those years have been spent raising beef cattle. And I just think that it just tastes better when you know where your food came from and when you can walk right onto the farm and pick it out. I totally and utterly agree. And I'm sure everyone that's listening agrees too. Just quickly, do you go to any farmers markets in the summer? We've only been open for 1 year, so this past summer we were not able to get out to any of those, but this coming season we do plan on attending some local farmers market. Can you share, or are you just still in the planning sort of? We are still in the planning phases, but watch our Facebook page because anything new that happens with us is posted on Facebook. Okay. So folks, if you're looking for just some really quality organic raised beef, head to Leeper's Meats. They've got it all there, right, Beth? Yeah. we can find it for you.
Well, thank you very, very much for coming on the show. I hope you have a good year.
Thank you.
I have to come down to your shop. I keep meaning to, and I haven't got there yet, but I promise I'm going to come down and see you. So once again, thanks to Beth at Leeper Meats. Do check her out on Facebook and check out the shop. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
If you've just joined us, you are listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings. We thank our sponsors, Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine at Seton Hill and Laurel Highlands Meadery, who use delicious local honey to produce a number of award-winning meads. Our next guest today is Evan Fry of Silver Horse Coffee. Good morning, Evan. Thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, tell us about Silver Horse Coffee.
Sure. So we're a family-run small business born in the Laurel Highlands in 2017. We're located in Donegal, PA, right on Route 31. We're really focused on providing, premium coffees, teas, locally made goods in a comfortable, stylish setting. We're really also dedicated to bringing really high-quality products that are produced in Pittsburgh and offering them at the base of Laurel Mountain in Donegal. So we really sort of live at a crossroads of locals, visitors, and we're there 7 days a week to serve up coffee and good times. It
is a very nice coffee shop. I've been in there. It's very stylish, as you say. You've got quite a few little seating area there, and you offer some great beverages and local products too. So tell us about some of the beverages, because I was running down through your website, and gosh, there's so many. But what's really nice is that you actually explain the difference between maybe a latte to a cappuccino and all the others, which sometimes I just get a little bit overwhelmed. So tell us a little bit about some of the beverages you offer.
Sure. So we primarily focus in coffee, and what we're trying to do there is, if you think of coffee as sort of generational thing, we're sort of on this third wave where originally coffee was a commodity, and then in the mid-'80s, it was sort of small batch roasting, but still primarily dark roast. And then today on sort of the third wave, we focus sort of on these lighter medium roasts. So we work with two companies out of Pittsburgh, La Prima Espresso Company and Kelvin Coffee Lab. And La Prima is more of a traditional European style, providing these more dark, rich roasts, while Kelvin is sort of this lighter, medium, artisanal roast. So we try to balance flavors for everyone's palate. And we brew up, as you said, sort of coffee however you like it, everything from lattes, cappuccinos, to we really focus on, we do a really great cold brew beverage. I know it's winter right now, but we slow steep coffee over a 14-hour period, and as opposed to hot brewing, the cold brew has the coffee react in a different manner with the water and provides sort of a different flavor palette, a different acidity, and then we infuse that with nitrogen to add a sort of sweetness to it, so it's sort of light on your tongue and more bubbly experience. So really, however you want a cup, we can brew it for you.
Wow, I never realized that all that kind of stuff went on. I'm really ignorant. I just thought, I order the coffee and don't think about the processes. So you have a silver bullet. What is that?
So that's that's actually my favorite beverage. It's so we combine house flavors. It's a cold brew beverage that, as I said, is nitro infused with a layer of heavy cream and then a shot of espresso. So what we really try to do is add value through our preparation of our coffee. So we take these whole beans from our roasters, we grind them. Each day we sort of have to adjust how we grind our beans as a function of the weather, the temperature, the humidity. So we dial in the right amount of coffee per unit water. And then when we extract that coffee through a high-pressure system, so we use a La Marzocca Italian espresso maker. So that sends hot water through high pressure through these finely ground coffee grinds, and we get a rich shot that's about 2 ounces. It has a nice rich crema layer that adds that sweetness, and then we dump that over that ice-brewed beverage. And then, as I said, it's a cold brew beverage, and something we really focus on is producing our own ice cubes in-house, which are actually made from coffee. So as you drink that silver bullet over time, when the ice melts, it actually doesn't water down your beverage. It's actually adding more coffee to your beverage. So all in all, when you take a full silver bullet down, you're almost drinking 4 cups of coffee in total in terms of the caffeine. So
wow. Wow.
It's a really powerful drink. And like I said,
Yeah.
I love it.
Wow.
And people seem to like it as well.
I wouldn't be able to drink that after like 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it would probably keep me up with the caffeine. But I mean, I don't know. It sounds great.
It's great for a summer day, just starting off in the morning, and it'll last you all day. And like I said, you can really sip it all day because it doesn't water down with the coffee ice cubes.
That's a brilliant idea. What a brilliant idea. So you have teas as well, though, don't you? And hot chocolate, that kind of thing?
Yeah, so for our teas and our hot chocolates, again, we're really focused on premium quality ingredients. So we do primarily organic-based syrups and flavors. We're really also dedicated to our local honey and maple syrup. But some of our teas, we partner with small businesses like Wise Ape, and each of their sales, they donate 10% profits to 3 charities: the Michael J. Fox Foundation, an Alzheimer's Foundation, and then the Wounded Warrior Foundation. So we like to partner with companies that, shop with a conscience, and we try to do the same. So we offer, many flavors of hot teas, non-coffee-based beverages. For kids, we have what we call our hot steamers, and that's sort of heated milk with added flavors, and we can add coffee to that depending on how jittery you want your kids to get. But
Right, no, that sounds great. I like the idea of hot steamer, with different flavors for kids. That's really nice. That's a nice touch. But so I'm also reading down this list, a lovely list you've shared with me. Milk alternatives, and that's good though for vegans.
Definitely. So, people have a variety of dietary needs.
Yeah.
So we want to offer beyond milk. We have soy, almond, coconut, and then, traditional water. And we can brew a beverage however you need it. If you've got, sugar sensitivities, we have sugar-free options. And as you said, vegan, gluten-free options. We try to offer a great diversity of products for, again, diversity of dietary needs.
That is really good to hear. My daughter's vegetarian, and sometimes it's challenging to, find different foods and drinks, because there's not much out there in some places. So, but I'm just looking as well. You mentioned about you have products from Pittsburgh and also local vendors. Can you just share a little bit with the listeners what you have?
Sure. So we have a variety of local chocolates produced both in Pittsburgh and award-winning chocolates out of Philadelphia. We work with, as I mentioned, our syrup and honey producers. What's important about honey is, it's representative of the local flowers that grow. So, if you have any sort of allergy sensitivities to certain honeys, you should try to shop those locally because typically you grow up and adapt to the allergens that are locally present. So we have a great A-Purist out of Irwin that we partner with, and then we work with a 5th-generation syrup farm out of Somerset County, Pennsylvania, Milroy Farms, and they are just a premier producer of maple syrup, and just working with syrup over my course of the coffee shop, it's been really interesting to hear how the maple syrup is harvested at different times in the year, sort of the climactic variables that are necessary to have a maple tree flow, and then how they collect that syrup, how they distill it down and produce a variety of syrup grades, and then we infuse those back in some of our local maple lattes, local maple cappuccinos, and other beverages. So, like you mentioned, we just try to work locally. It helps our bottom line. We get to connect really well with our vendors and ensure, quality supply chains. So, whether it's coffee, chocolates, anything, we try to do it locally.
This is so good to hear. It's like my previous caller. She was just doing the same thing. Leeper Meats is all about local supply and local products and supporting the local community and working all together. Now we're running out of time, so just to recap, can you tell the listeners where you're located and your hours of operation, just so they can call in and try some of these wonderful beverages you've been telling us about?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. And Leeper Meats, they're really great. So a great local partner as well. So we're located at the base of Laurel Mountain at 3846 PA Route 31 in Donegal. We're open 7 days a week, typically from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're opening a little later on the weekends with it being ski season. If you want to follow us, we're available on Instagram or Facebook at Silver Horse Coffee, and then definitely check us out at silverhorsecoffee.com or give us a call at 724-590 724-593-RIDE. That's 724-593-RIDE.
Brilliant. You nailed it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was going to ask you all that, but you did it for me. Thank you very much, Evan, for coming on the show. I wish Silver Horse Coffee a brilliant year. I hope you're super busy with all the skiers and all the people that are coming through for the vacation rentals, the campgrounds and everything. I'll be in soon for, I'm going to try a silver bullet. Sounds great.
Thanks for having me. And the Laurel Highlands is great, and we're so happy to be a part of it.
Brilliant. Have a good day.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Just tuned in? You are listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings, brought to you this month by Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine at Seton Hill and Laurel Highlands Meadery. No matter what your taste, we are sure to have something you will enjoy. So I'd like to introduce our final guest today on Laurel Highlands Happenings, Heidi Ebley of the Green Shelf Boutique. Good morning, Heidi.
Good morning, Louise.
Thank you for joining us. I hear your voice is better because I know you had a bit of a sore throat a couple of days ago.
It's getting there. A little bout with laryngitis, but I'm trying to get it all back together here.
Well, you sound smashing, so, we're all good. I wanted you to be on the show because you have a lovely boutique shop in Donegal, and it's brimming with lovely, really lovely clothes and accessories. And I love following you on Facebook and Instagram too, because you're always posting things up with your latest clothes, dresses or, trousers, jumpers, that kind of thing. So tell the listeners how you got started. Is this a dream of yours, or have you always worked in retail?
Well, I have always worked in retail. I've been a buyer it was years ago. I was a buyer for a long time. So that's how I did get some experience, and I knew that that's something that I wanted to do. It's just getting there is the hard part. So I got to a certain point where I decided, you know what, let's give it a try. Let's start a website and see how it goes. It took off really well, and we decided a few months after opening that it was time to possibly do a brick and mortar. So we had gotten some opportunities and decided to take the leap, and here we are.
Brilliant. So how long have you been open now?
Our 2-year mark will be May 1st.
Okay. Well, you're doing well. I have one question. Why is it called the Green Shelf Boutique? Why Green Shelf?
Well, I do love the color green, even though it's not my favorite color.
Okay.
So anyway, I was trying to get people to look past the color and think green. So how can we be environmentally friendly? We don't print receipts. We send email. Let's see. We like to incorporate locals in our store. So we have some local talent. Right now we're hosting 3 different ones. So we like to reach out to the public and try to, get them into our store and get them, showing off their talent.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't think right now.
Okay. What's nice is that you're just kind of just saying exactly what my other 2 guests have just said. It's all about local products, local supply, collaborating with the local community, which is just
Correct.
Lovely. You're all just saying, you're all on the same page. It's great. So I think it's a really cool name. It's unique. And the clothes you have in the store are unique. Can you tell the listeners, what you stock, what kind of lines you have in there?
We do offer a variety. I like to be able to offer different price points so that everybody can afford to have something. I like to carry different sizing so that, we try really, really hard to be able to outfit almost anyone, whether it's the size or an age. So we really try to have fun with all of it.
Right, and that's the main thing, isn't it? Right, you've got to have fun. Life's too short,
Yeah.
You got to wear some nice clothes, and you've got. I love the lines you buy in. I think they're really nice. At the moment, are you kind of in the winter clothes at the moment, or are you going to be switching out to spring? When do you do that?
We currently do have winter, and because we are located in the Laurel Highlands, which can be like 5 to 10 degrees colder up
Yes.
there compared to everywhere else.
True.
Plus, we're not far from, the resort town where people do dress warmer to do those warmer activities. So, yeah, right now we still have winter. We will be transitioning slowly into spring clothes because we do have people that will start start vacationing, starting in, late February and then run through April. So we will try to offer some things for them too.
Now, do you offer any events or sales or anything like that?
Yes, I'm so glad that you asked. You actually have a big event coming up. Last year was our first one, and that's called our Galentine's event. Last year it was amazing. I was so impressed with the turnout, and it was great. This year we will be having it on February 16th. That is a Saturday this year. It seemed to be the only date that really worked for most people. It'll be February 16th, a Saturday from 12 until 4. And we will be having those locals will be in our store with all of their items, and then we will be including a couple other things too.
Okay. So, and will things be discounted?
We will have a sale, yeah.
We will have a sale. Okay. So for those that are listening and think, this just sounds nice, where are you located again, and what are your hours?
We are in Donegal, and we're right off of Route 31. Probably, I think, like a mile from the turnpike.
You're right you're right close to Out of the Fire Cafe restaurant. Yep. So a lot of people know that.
Yes, we are right next door to Out of the Fire, right above Collections by Marty's. It's not hard to find us.
Right.
Our hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 6, and Sundays 12 to 4. Always closed Monday, Tuesday.
And you have a website, and I know you're on Facebook. I know you're on Instagram. Do you want to just share?
Yes, please go on and like us, Instagram and Facebook.
And that it's the Green Shelf Boutique?
It is the Green Shelf Boutique, yes.
And what I like with your website is that you've got customer love on there. If you go on that page, you've got lots of lovely Instagram posts of all your customers wearing the things they bought there at your shop. And it's just lovely for people to share.
Yes, we love to see. That's the best part, that we actually get to miss out. It's so much fun to help outfit a customer. So when they actually go out in real life and wear it, that's the best part that we get to miss out on. So when somebody takes a photograph and shares it, we are overjoyed to see that.
I think that is very, very cool. It's a very nice touch to see. It's nothing beats real people's reviews, I think. So, but I do urge folks to actually, come in and visit Heidi at the Green Shelf Boutique. It's a lovely shop. You can combine it with out of the cafe, lunch at the out of the cafe, and or go to Silver Horse Coffee for a beverage, or go to old general store. There's quite a lot of merchants along this strip of road. So embrace them all. Thank you very much, Heidi, for coming on the show. Keep going. Good luck with your event, and have a great year.
Thank you so much, Louise. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you. Thank you to all my guests today, Leeper Meats, Silver Horse Coffee, and the Green Shelf Boutique. All events and businesses mentioned today can be found at laurelhighlands.org. And if you are active on social media, do follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, cheerio.
At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere. Plus unlimited calling, and our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit lhtcbroadband.com.